Every agent who's ever pitched you on listing your home has said some version of the same thing. I think maximum exposure, aggressive marketing will get your home in front of every buyer in the market. And most of them need the same MLS speed, pushed to the same portals in the same way as every other agent in DFW. All right, there's one listing tool that has been proven that gets 3 times more views than a standard listing. And it's not just a marketing claim, it's Zillow Showcase. I'm not making that number up. It comes directly from Zillow's own data, and I'll show you what it means in practice. Views are a vanity metric. They often don't lead to real outcomes, and this video is going to answer the actual question. Does higher Zillow visibility translate to real money for DFW sellers? Or is it just a better looking number on a report? Let's look at the data and let's be honest about both sides. What is Zillow Showcase? Most sellers don't realize that not all Zillow listings are equal. When a home goes live on MLS, it feeds directly into Zillow, but what the buyer sees depends entirely on what type of listing it is. A standard Zillow listing is what most homes get. A few photos in a grid, basic square footage, bedroom count. You scroll past it in 2 seconds and it looks identical to the listing above it or the one below it. The Zillow Showcase is a fundamentally different product. All right, so what exactly is Zillow Showcase? So when you go through a normal Zillow listing, you're gonna see static photos, you're gonna see a lot of information about the home and the neighborhood, but then the Zillow AI is gonna kick in too, and it's going to try and introduce you to other agents in the area, maybe call to action buttons like schedule a showing, and then it's also gonna have things in it like different homes that you may be interested in. When we switch over to the Zillow Showcase listing, it's branded specific to that listing agent and broker, and it's 100% designed for buyers to interact with that listing specifically. So what it does is it adds dynamic photography, it adds video, it adds dynamic floor plans, it has AI where you can change out the furniture in the bedroom and see different setups that you have for that home. Also, it removes other agents from the listing. So there's no marketing tool there to connect buyers with random agents on Zillow. You're actually getting connected directly to the listing agent. And this is a huge value for you as a consumer because your home is being shown directly to buyers that want to buy that type of home rather than just a marketing tool to generate data for Zillow. So point 2 is why views really matter in DFW specifically. So in some markets, a home can sit for 45, 60, or 90 days and it doesn't really destroy the sale price. The market just moves slowly. But DFW, it doesn't always work this way. And in this market, pricing stigma is real and it can set in fast. A home that has a really good start, generates a lot of activity online, that's usually going to be a very favorable outcome for the seller. Buyers begin asking what's wrong with it when it sits on the market too long. Agents start telling their clients to make lower offers because the seller may not be motivated, and data really backs this up. So the question isn't just, did Showcase get more views? The question is, did it get more views in the window that actually matters? The answer is yes. The AI kicks in, starts pulling in buyers that it knows are interested in homes like yours, and the AI that Zillow has is very sophisticated and it's tracking those buyer patterns, and it really knows. So views drive showings, showings drive offers, offers create competition, competition is what gets you the price that you're looking for. The entire chain starts with visibility, and visibility needs to start on day 1. In DFWs, that 7-day window when it launches, that's what happens in that window that determines your outcome. In DFW, that first listing launch in that first week, that's really gonna set the tone for how your listing's gonna perform. So who has access and who doesn't? Here's something that most sellers don't know, is that Zillow Showcase isn't available to every agent. It is a premium product that requires a specific agreement with Zillow, and not every brokerage has it. It's actually less than 10% of all of the inventory on Zillow and DFW is going to have the Zillow Showcase. So, it's not a sales pitch when agents come in talking about this. It's the logistical fact that matters when you're interviewing agents. And now here's where I'm going to be straight with you, because I think it earns more trust than telling you that Zillow Showcase is magic. Showcase does not fix a bad price. If your home's overpriced, like $30,000, getting 3 times more views means 3 times as many buyers to decide it's not worth it to schedule the showing or to create value for competitive listings. Showcase does not fix a poor presentation. If the photography's mediocre, the home is staged bad or not staged at all, the floor plan's confusing, more eyeballs on bad content doesn't help you. It may actually hurt you because people get that negative impression. But here's what Showcase does very well. It amplifies good fundamentals. A well-priced, well-presented home that we've gotten 100 views on a standard listing, we get 300 or more on Showcase. And in DFW's competitive environment, that additional exposure in that first 7 days, it's often the difference between, getting your home sold under asking price or over asking price. So if you're thinking about listing a home in DFW, the window where Showcase exposure matters most is that first 7 days of the listing launch. And that window, it just doesn't reset. Before your home goes live, you should know exactly what it looks like through a buyer's eyes, what they see, what they feel, what would they do next. This is what we do in a strategic consult. So book a free consult with a Regal Realtors agent before you list. We'll show you your listing in a way the buyer sees it. We'll walk you through our launch strategy, and we'll be honest with you about what actually moves the needle for your specific home. Links in the description. Take about 30 seconds to book, and we look forward to hearing from you.